Governor Kevin Stitt announced today he signed House Bill 1775 into law. For many, it's a victory. For others, it's deplorable. Governor Kevin Stitt announced in a video message he signed House Bill 1775 into law.
Now more than ever, we need policies that bring us together, not rip us apart.
Supporters say it prevents Oklahoma public schools and universities from teaching racial stereotypes.
We can and should teach this history without labeling a young child as an oppressor or requiring he or she feel guilt or shame based on their race or sex. I refuse to tolerate otherwise.
But many, like Democratic Chairwoman Alicia Andrews, disagree, saying this law does something else.
I wanted to get your response to the governor signing this bill into law.
So I'm disgusted, disappointed, saddened. I'm not surprised because the governor has been sending messages that he was going to sign it. I just hoped, beyond hope, that he would recognize how reckless and dangerous this bill is.
She says it hurts both educators and students.
We need to know our full history so that we can deal with it, so we can reconcile. There is no reconciliation without accountability.
And she worries what Oklahoma students learn will be one-sided and limited.
Nothing in this bill prevents or discourages those conversations. In fact, this bill clearly endorses teaching to the Oklahoma academic standards, which were written by Oklahoma educators and include events like the Oklahoma City bombing, the Tulsa race massacre, the emergence of Black Wall Street, Oklahoma City lunch counter sit-ins led by Clara Luper, and the Trail of Tears.
But that's not how opponents see it.
There are other groups out there that are talking about lawsuits and veto referendums, and so it's not completely over.
In his statement, Governor Stitt said Martin Luther King spoke of a day when people in America would be judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. State Representative Monroe Nichols blasted the governor on social media, saying, to echo Dr. King with regard to this bill is pretty disgusting. He goes on to say, your words and rationale are not an endorsement of Dr. King, but are instead an endorsement for the romanticizing of the cause for which he fought. We're hearing from many of you about this issue on our Facebook page. David writes, convince me this isn't an attempt to whitewash history by a group that is uncomfortable talking about race and the part it plays in our past and present. We invite you to go to our News Channel Facebook page and join that conversation.